What's going on, guys? I'm finally getting to the steering wheel install. This isn't really gonna be a me installing it. I'm just gonna tell you kind of how I did it and try to help you if you have a duster. I don't know if this is particular to like 74s. I know in like the later models they change steering wheels, so I don't know. But for this, at least for sure a 74, you're gonna be working with this wheel. Hold on, let me turn the camera on. You're gonna be working. Oh god, you're gonna be working with this wheel, or this type of wheel. It might be yellow, or I think they had a black version, but this is like the teal blue interior version. And when it's on the column, I'm not gonna show you the wheel yet because it looks awesome. But when it's on the column, you're gonna have to. I don't know if mine's just easy, but you're gonna have to take and like wiggle this and get your fingers up in here and pop this off. Yours shouldn't be this loose, because when it's on the column, it has the nut in here that'll hold it. And there'll be three screws, I think, like that one. Mine only had one for some reason. I felt real safe after I found that out. But the new steering wheel is really sturdy, like extremely, like sturdy. But you'll take this screw out, and if you don't have a wheel puller, you're gonna need some elbow grease, because I didn't, and let me tell you, that wasn't a fun experience. If you've got a lot of rage, it's probably good for you. But you're just gonna like wiggle this wheel as much as you can and pull on it, and yeah. Well, you want to take this thing off first, before that, and then you'll take the nut off, and you want to sit the nut on the shaft, and pull, so you don't pull the wheel off and hit you in the face. And after you get it off, let's go ahead and sit that down there. After you get it off, you're going to, well, the nut is going to be a 7/8 wrench or ratchet socket, but I couldn't find one, so I used a wrench. And you'll take it off with that. I'm trying to think of what else. And you'll get your kit. Here, let me get the instructions, and I'll show you what. There it is. For a duster, you're gonna need at least the 74 duster with power steering. You're gonna need kit. Yeah, let me see. 3314. And all right. So you see this part right here? You're gonna take it. Don't really worry about this for a duster, this turn signal cam, because at least on mine there wasn't one, and the sleeve you don't have to put on because it's already really snug at the bottom. So you're gonna use this. This is the trying to see what it's called. What is it called? Okay, it doesn't have a name. Whatever. You're gonna take this thing and slide it on the steering column shaft, and you'll know it's right because won't be able to wiggle. At least this won't be able to turn on the spine. Your column might be able to wiggle, because if it's like mine, it has a little bit of play. But that's not the wheel. That's the entire thing. But it's locked. Okay. And this won't be able to move. And you don't really need to do anything if you're doing it my way. If you're doing a regular Grant steering wheel, you can go ahead and put the post cover on, and then your steering wheel and all that junk. But for me, I did this, and then I put this on. Okay. And I don't really have the bag, but I will link it in the description. It's a Grant like installation kit, like this version installation kit to a 6-hole steering wheel adapter. And I put that, and then I put the cover on, and then I put the adapter on top of it. Alright, this is a long process, and you wouldn't have to do it this way if you're using a regular Grant steering wheel that's like the actual 3-hole. But Also, there's an extra step that I did that you might not want to, or you might not have to, if you're not going that route. I added a quick release, which just added another thing on top of that, which, if you do that, I would suggest getting like an actual higher quality quick release, and for a wheel, make sure they fit. These fit fine. It was just took a little bit of, working around, try to get it to fit right. But, alright. So you put the cover on, and then if you're going the 6-hole route, you put the adapter on. And, there should be, you'll put the nut on the after the adapter, you'll put the nut back on. And there should be enough to where you can screw it on real tight. And then there'll be 3 bolts in the adapter kit. And it will go, there'll be like 3 holes that match these 3 holes, and then there'll be like an oval hole, and you'll line up the 3 holes, the oval hole will line up itself, and you put the 3 bolts in those holes, and you tighten them down. Make sure they're really tight, because that's keeping your wheel on, keeping your wheel on. And once all that's done, if you go the quick release route, the adapter will have all the holes. It's like putting on a quick release. You just screw it in to the holes and match it up, make sure it fits and everything. And then you attach the adapter to the quick release to your wheel. And that's pretty much it. Also, for the bolts, if you use the kit that I have, it'll be a 3/8 wrench or socket. I had a socket, but it's kind of rounded out, and it wasn't grabbing very good. But the wrench did work, so it is a 3/8. But it'd probably be easier with a socket that's not rounding out, because it was kind of hard to get this in there to tighten it. But they are really tight. I made sure of that, because this is a safety thing. And it's kind of a looks thing. It looks really good. I'm looking at it right now. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But also, if you're wondering if everything matches up and it doesn't look weird, it looks perfectly fine. I mean, it looks, I don't know, it doesn't look bad. It looks good. I think it looks clean. It looks cleaner than the original steering wheel to me. But here, let me pause the recording, and I'm going to take the steering wheel off with the quick release thing, and I'm going to show you the steering wheel. You've already seen the steering wheel, but I'll show you what I mean. Alright, here we are. As you see, here's the shaft, or the quick release. And as you see, it does all line up pretty good. Even, low battery. Even the original steering wheel had a gap in between the housing and this right here. But yeah, okay. So here, I'm gonna put the steering wheel on. It might take a little bit of, messing around here. I'll put you guys down there. So hold on. Alright. And as you see, there's the steering wheel. The original steering wheel had that much play, so that's not anything to be worried about. I was just making sure and stuff. But yeah, I love this steering wheel a lot more than the original. I mean, the original has the looks, and it looks great. And this one looks amazing too, but just the size of this one feels better in the hand than having to, be like that around the steering wheel. I could probably do that and still have a hole in my face. Look. It's tiny compared to this wheel. Which, I mean, some people enjoy the bigger or the smaller wheel more. But for me, I like something to, hold on to, to grip like that. And, I don't know, it just looked better. But, yeah, I reckon that's it for this video. Actually, I will throw in a second thing to this video, because I'll show you the headlights. I installed some new headlights. I still have yet to wire up the LED part. I don't know what type of headlights the actual headlight is. It's probably halogen. I don't know, but I'll show you guys them. Hopefully, I'll get the LEDs wired up soon too. But I really want to do this. I've been waiting for the steering wheel to be on since I started looking for steering wheels, since I started researching and trying to find the best one. Oh, also, something I have to state that is really important about the horn. If you get this steering wheel, make sure you keep the metal thing around the horn under this little cover right here. Make sure you keep that, otherwise this horn will wiggle around. I had to take the whole steering wheel back apart and stick it in there. The reason I took it off first is because I was having trouble getting it to fit, and then turns out I just needed to turn the wheel sideways a little bit more, because that's how the wheel sat anyways, was kind of slightly that way, which isn't really a bad thing. It doesn't bug me. I think it's just the way I have the wheels turned. There might be slightly to the left, and this the steering has a lot of play in it. Like, it's not to the point where like it's bad, but it's just, you can tell it's not it. Like, if you drove a 2016 Chevy Camaro and then compared it to this, you would tell the steering on those is a lot tighter, which that's probably an obvious thing. But anyways, actually, let's get out here and show you the headlights. Awesome. Getting in and out with the new steering wheel is 10 times better. But here they are. They're really nice. They're super bright too. They need to be angled up a little bit more. I had some trouble. If you get these headlights, I'll try to link them. If you get them for a duster, make sure you have some zip ties so you can angle it up, because they kind of face down a little bit. This one's the worst one. That one over there isn't that bad. But yeah, let's get back in the car. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope this was helpful to anybody that has a Plymouth Duster of this year with that type of steering wheel, because I couldn't find anything on the internet for it, and I figured it'd be helpful for some people. I mean, it was definitely helpful for me learning. I'm glad I'm getting out here and doing stuff with cars a lot more. Like, I've always loved cars, but I never knew much about them, like how to work on them and how they worked, to be honest. But yeah, this has been fun. I'm glad. This is awesome. I love this wheel. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. If you need any help, leave it down there and I'll try to help you. I'll try my best. But yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it here. Yeah. See you guys. Peace.